what it would look like to have more energy as you're trying to get pregnant. Well, have you ever taken a look at your environment? Because one of the reasons or one of the causes you may be feeling icky or may not be conceiving could be because of your environment. And I'm so excited because we're going to talk about some of those things here today. So, welcome to Tea with a Fertility Godmother. And today we're going to talk about environmental toxins. And I'm also excited to share with you that we have a new technology that we're going to be installing. And I'm really excited about this. It's going to be so much fun. So if you want to be a part of that and make sure you get a sign every time we go live, then go ahead and type in the chat below live, and we will make sure that we let you know every time I go live so you don't miss out on anything. And okay, so also please make sure to comment in the section below if you have any questions or comments that I can help you with. But today I'm going to be specifically talking about getting pregnant and your environment, because it's a huge concern, and we need to be mindful, especially if you want to have a healthy baby and even getting pregnant. So I was at the grocery store the other day, and I saw a sign that said that was labeled warning, some of your products may have BPAs in them, which stands for bisphenol A, and they could be considered, or they are considered reproductive for women, reproductive endocrine disruptors. So what does that mean? It means that these chemicals in our foods and in our surroundings are creating these little products in our body that mimic a hormone, so your body binds to it. So it interrupts your whole hormonal system. There's other links of cancer and stuff like that, but we're mostly talking about getting pregnant. So it's a huge deal. So some things that you can really focus on is being more mindful of what's your environment and what are you eating. So one of the easiest things to do is just eat as fresh as possible and not buy any processed foods. So we really dive deep into this. I find it incredibly helpful in speeding up the process of getting pregnant. We do a fertility cleanse with our patients, and it works really, really well. And so we're able to really dive deep. This is a huge, huge topic. But I'm going to give you some great tips now. So some of the things you can look at is just go into your pantry and look at all the canned foods that you have, or all the stuff that's in plastic. So anything with plastic is going to be something that you're going to want to really try to get rid of as much as possible. Definitely microwaving plastics, storing your food, even if it's hot, or even just storing your food in plastic containers. So if you just can switch over to glass, that would be an amazing benefit for you. The other things you can do, the plastic wrap, you have to be mindful of aluminum foil too. So it's not that you're never going to use these products, but if you can minimize it, it's going to decrease the amount of the buildup, if you will. Like all those little things, they accumulate, and then that's when it starts to become an issue. So the more you can eliminate it, the better it will be. Your coffee pot, are you making coffee? You are allowed to have a little bit of coffee, preferably organic, if you are trying to conceive. But look at where you put your coffee beans in, and try to use organic coffee, because the coffee has a lot of pesticides in it. So if you want to use organic coffee, that would be the better choice for that. But make sure that you use maybe they have those nice stainless steel containers for your coffee pot, or get the ones that are not bleached. Some other things a lot of people talk about the dental sealants. I actually had one of our Facebook lives with one of the dentists that we work with in our area. We did a preconception care video with Carrie Hung, and she said, you don't necessarily have to worry about the sealant unless it's because it's innate, but it's when you're removing those mercury, the metal sealants, that's an issue. So you have to be very, very careful if you're going to remove those, or if you have to replace them. That's when it becomes an issue. So you don't need to necessarily go crazy if you have some of those old silver fillings in your mouth, because the product is innate right now. But if your tooth is cracked, or if something happens and you need to have it removed, then it's a concern, and you really want to be checked out for mercury poisoning, and then it's going to take a long time to get that out of your system. But that's something to be mindful of. Some other things you can think about, is your pots and pans. What are you using for your pots and pans? Is it a Teflon coat? Are you using aluminum pans? So the best sources of things that you can use would be to use stainless steel pots and pans, or glass, or ceramic. Those are all really great things. So that can be a big expense. So even if you just start switching it out a little bit slowly, buy a pan here and there and try to use those most of the time. Maybe your most often used pan you can use. Some other things are the lotion. So our skin is our biggest organ, and especially when you're in the shower and it gets nice and hot, and then your pores open up, and then we're rubbing soap on ourselves or doing shampoo, and that gets into our bodies. So I recommend that you use organic, or be careful. Like, you don't want to have products with sulfites in them. It also contributes to losing your hair. You want to try to have more natural products as much as possible. So that's going to be important for you. Same as lotions, right? There's some really great natural products out there now that don't have all the parabens and the BPAs and in them, and all the chemicals in them that go in and they interrupt our reproductive system. That's what they're doing, along with other things as well. But so those are some things to be mindful of. What else did I want to tell you? Don't microwave in plastic. Again, use glass, porcelain, stainless steel as much as possible. And they just start taking a look. Canned foods, they have the lining in there. So you want to look for, check it out, your favorite brands. If it already BPA free, the lining in there, try to get as much glass as possible. But again, what I said earlier is just try to do as much fresh and limit your processed food. Okay, so please, we'll see you next week. We're going to continue the conversation for preconception care number 4, and we're going to continue talking about the environments. Please be sure to share this page and give us a thumbs up if you find this information helpful, because we really want to help you. And if you have any questions, let me know so I can answer them. I'd love to answer them. Even if you can't be on the call live, I'd be happy to take some questions for you at any time. So take care, make it a great week, and start becoming aware of your environment. It's pretty mind-blowing, and there's a lot of things you can do about it. You don't need to worry about it. You just need to take some actions, little steps at a time. And cleaners. Look at those cleaners. What are you guys using? Or we actually have a checklist here. If you want to type in the word clean, we can send you our free checklist to help you remove some of those environmental toxins. So you can type in the word clean in our comment section below. And don't forget to type in the word live if you want to get those reminders when we go live. And we'll see you next week. Take care.